Hey Bronco owners, my name is Jason with Starkey Products, and today I'm going to show you how to install our taillight adapter on this 2022 Bronco. Our plug-and-play adapter is designed to connect directly to either the driver or passenger side taillight, and it's going to give you leads for parking lights, turn signals, brake lights, reverse lights, as well as a ground connection. So you have a lot of freedom and flexibility to connect to whatever circuit you need. Let's go ahead and get started with the install. Included with the kit is our plug-and-play adapter with leads for your accessories, as well as a parts bag and all necessary hardware. The tools required are going to be a trim removal tool, a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver, a ratchet and an 8mm and 10mm socket, and a rag. First thing I'm going to do is open the tailgate, and I'm just going to lift up the cloth top and put it on its prop rod so we have a little bit better access. I'm going to pull this trim panel off, so what I'm going to do is lift up and I'm just going to kind of work my hands under here to unclip this piece. And this kind of slides under this groove, so I'll just sort of pull it out and then I'll repeat that over here. I'm going to remove these two plastic covers with a flathead screwdriver wrapped in a rag so I don't scratch anything. I'll start on this bottom corner here. And you're going to want to run along the bottom side because the clips are on the bottom, and then you need to pull the panel sort of out and down like that. Next, I'm going to start on this side here because I want to do the same thing along this edge. This one's a bit tighter, so I might have to kind of slide my finger under there to get it started. Whoop. There we go. And then just going to go up, and then there should be one more. Now you want to pull this one downward and out. I'm going to remove these two 10mm bolts. Now I'm going to remove the 4 Phillips push pins with a screwdriver here. Sometimes these need a little bit of pressure as you unscrew them to release. There we go. I'm going to remove this trim panel. It's very flexible, so kind of work it down and out. The connector we want to unplug is right here. I'm going to squeeze down with my thumb and just pull straight out. You just want to make sure you don't pull on the wiring, you're only pulling on the connector. Then we're going to grab our adapter and we're going to plug it in here. I'm going to take that other side and plug it into the other side of the factory connector. It's going to be a snug fit, but once we get the trim panel on later, this is going to fit nicely. So we'll just, for now, tuck this back in, and then we're going to route the wiring down and under the bumper. If you turn your attention to the trunk, we'll pull this out of the way. That grommet is where we want to pass the wiring into the passenger compartment. I'm going to go ahead and pull the grommet off and set it off to the side, and then we're going to go down below the vehicle. Now I'm going to remove this bolt and this one with a 10mm socket. This will help us bring this heat shield just down enough so that we can pass our wiring through more easily. I routed the wiring under the bumper, up over the heat shield and through this hole. Next, I'm going to cut a slit in the grommet and feed the wiring through so we can continue on routing. Now I'm going to route the wiring under this trim panel and up. You don't need to remove the panel completely. I'm just going to loosen it like so. And tuck this wiring under the trim and just go upward. Snap that back into place. Now I'm going to zip tie here. Of course, you want to make sure your tailgate's all the way open. And then I'll zip tie over here. And finally, a few more zip ties along this bundle of wiring. I love this braided wire cover because it is rugged and it looks factory. It just looks clean. Once all the trim's back on, this is going to look really nice. We're at the tail end of this installation, and now it's time to connect your accessory wiring to the provided wires. We include the 3M quick connects, which will plug into each one of these terminals. However, if you prefer to cut or splice in directly, that's perfectly fine. The only thing we recommend is that you make all those connections inside the tailgate and then run the accessory wiring through. There is a pressure equalizing vent that's on the other side of the tailgate that you can run that wiring through. There is also a grommet right here that wiring can be passed through from your accessories on the outside, inside, where you can make those connections. Although you can connect a variety of accessories to this wiring, I'm going to show you how to crimp on these quick connects using a generic crimper. You're going to grab your wire from your accessory like so. Crimp that on, and we're going to go to the other wire. Then we'll connect this wire. In this case, I'm going to connect to the parking light circuit. So I'll just connect the two red wires together and the two black wires together. And whatever accessory wires you don't use, you'll just want to zip tie and secure. Now it's time to put things back together. I finished installation of our plug-and-play taillight adapter. That install is going to take you about 30 minutes. This is going to give you access to all those different circuits that are available and not require any cutting or splicing of the factory harness. Thank you very much for watching.